Hey guys, my name is Gowdy and I want to talk to you about Lucid Motors. I want to talk about them because they came out with news recently that they are officially merging with the SPAC CCIV. So I thought it would be a good time to talk about them, share my thoughts, and go through their investor presentation slides. Now wait, before we get started, I want to give a word of warning. Whenever you're going through investor presentation slides, you really have to be careful. These charts are designed to attract investors. It's filled with a lot of stuff, and that stuff is not necessarily useful. Also, I want to share my thoughts on Lucid before going to the charts. So here we go. Currently, Lucid has not shown me any technology that would make me believe they're a strong number 2 competitor to Tesla. They have no product currently being delivered, and that debut for that product, their Lucid Air, is being delayed, which is unfortunate. Their self-driving capability, what they call Dream Drive, is only level 3, and there's a lot of rumblings that Tesla's self-driving could be level 4, level 5 by the time it comes out. And the other thing is Lucid has not shown me any innovative or crazy manufacturing capabilities that would really make them stand out apart from Tesla, because Tesla has that GigaPress casting machine. It may be a little difficult to understand how important that casting machine is, but in terms of financials, you should be able to see the impacts of that machine through their margins, their vehicle margins. The reason being is that the casting reduces the amount of parts that they have to put together and assemble in the manufacturing line, as well as reduces the amount of parts they have to quality control and track. Now, the one thing that Lucid has shown me is that they have battery technology that they can leverage from their Formula E racing side. I believe the company's called Ativa, and this battery tech may be able to translate into residential and commercial energy storage, but we'll have to see. All right, so thanks for being patient. Let's jump right into the charts. All right, so on screen we've got the presentation from Lucid, and right off the bat, I mean, their car's sexy. I like it. It looks really cool. I do want to say that I really like his voice, Peter Rawlinson. He's just fun to listen to. It would be nice to see if any of that experience at Tesla would translate to this new company. Now, a lot of what you're going to see during this is there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of fluff that I don't think you should really pay attention to. It doesn't mean anything. So as we're going through this, I'm just literally going to skip over anything that seems just like junk. Now, Lucid's approach to their branding is that they're like a luxury vehicle, which is kind of like what Tesla did when they initially came out. They released their most luxury vehicle to build that brand image and then started rolling out the more cheaper models. I don't see how Lucid's really any different here. And you see kind of like a pop shot here. Where's my drawing thing? Perfect. Right here. Wow, that's a horrible circle. But they're calling Tesla innovative, but not luxury. Okay. Trying to distinguish their brand from Tesla. More marketing, blah, blah. Here's a slide with some substance to it. But even then, it's still like presented in a slightly kind of disingenuous way. When you're going over here on the right, you see like it's... man, this is like written to kind of make you feel like their $70,000 vehicle has this 517-mile range with the 1080 horsepower. And it's not really the case. I think that's on their higher end model. Their, what is it? Mile range is actually for their Grand Touring Edition, which is $131,000. When you're going through charts like these, you really want to pay attention to some of these superscripts that'll help explain some of these parameters that they're showing on screen, so it doesn't give you the wrong impression that their $70,000 car is giving you 520 miles of range. This looks kind of fun. For me personally, I find it hard to sleep in cars and airplanes. Usually I would need a recliner, to sleep in some kind of reclined position. So this is cool. That's really it. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know if this will help sell more cars. As I look through their interior, it looks really nice. It gives me like that Tesla-esque type vibe. My only issue is I don't know where you put your phone. Do you put it you put it here. I don't know. I know Tesla has a little nice area right in the yellow where you can put your phone, it does its charging and stuff, but I don't see anything for that. Oof, now you're gonna hit people with the coefficient of drag. So this is cool and all. 0.21 drag coefficient it's a relevant parameter to have, but if you look at like the Tesla Model S, it has like a 0.201 or 0.208 coefficient of drag. It's basically the same thing. And you'll notice they don't compare it to any other vehicle on this page because of that reason. It's the same. Here's another kind of annoying page. So what they're trying to show here is a graph of miles per kilowatt hour, and what they're using is their best kilowatt hour and best mileage to give them the highest ratio. When you look over at like the Tesla Model S, oh, that's the wrong color. Whatever. This 412 mile range is, I think, for the Tesla long range, the Tesla Model S long range. So you're already just going to get a worse ratio by using a worse car. You're comparing a base $70,000 car to, I think, their $130,000 car. It's just disingenuous, to say the least. I think if you took the Tesla, the highest trim Tesla, I think it has a better ratio than Lucid if you're to do miles per kilowatt hour. So this might be something interesting to look at, which is their electric advanced platform. This basically looks like the the skateboard thing that Canoe did, where you have you have the same base platform, I guess, with the battery and the motors, and then you're just swapping the car frame on top of it. So you can do different trims, different vehicle styles, while leveraging the same technology, the same components. So you're reducing costs. Yeah, we'll see how this one plays out. Maybe it'll help them stay competitive on vehicle margin. Who knows? So this Project Gravity, for now, I'm not going to care too much. They're going into SUVs. Cool. Okay, so this is kind of touching on what I mentioned earlier with their energy storage potential. This we'll just have to wait and see what they do. There's not much more to say to that. It's a potential market that they can tap into, but until they really start getting a product out there, it's hard to judge. Now here's a fun word people like to throw out, which is the eVTOL, electric vertical takeoff and landing. So if they're really going to use their batteries, that battery probably has to be a solid state, because the energy density, it's just, batteries are too heavy to be on aircraft right now. So if they do a solid state battery, then it could make sense, but their current tech, I don't know. And they say it even here, potential. So yeah, nice wiggle word right there. All right, cool. So we're touching more on the technology that Lucid has, and it's basically, so it's a lot of the same stuff, that I would see at Tesla, really. I mean, a lot of this is not too surprising or crazy. I mean, they've got their battery packs, that's cool. Their inverter tech, their motor tech. The only thing that stands out as being odd to me is this bidirectional charging. It makes it sound like you can power your house off of this, or maybe I need to look into this more. I'm not sure what exactly this means. Okay, yeah, so I just Googled it, and it literally is that. It's just sending power back to the grid or back to your house. Okay. I mean, here in Florida, that might be nice when we get hit with a hurricane, but yeah, I don't know. So this chart kind of triggers me in the fact that they're not really sharing the numbers of how they're finding like this, and what brand that's coming from. So this doesn't tell me too much. I mean, Teslas could be just as good or better, or maybe there's other considerations to think about, but yeah, I wouldn't take this chart too seriously. Okay, so here's another fun trick that I'm seeing. Whoops. And so here's another fun trick I'm seeing here on this page, which is this. If you pay attention closely, they're using a different time comparing to the others. If you if you calculate what the miles per minute is, it's 15 versus like 13.3, which is not as drastic of a difference. It's like, what, 12% increase? But yeah, the way they're showing it here is just trying to make themselves look better. Now, not to be a whole naysayer, it is an improvement. In terms of real world application, I'm wondering if we need that much charge at the moment. So here it is. They're planning level 2 autonomous with upgrades over the air. So they're not even level 3 on the rollout, I guess. They're just level 2. That's disappointing. I guess we'll see if this statement really plays out when they start having to ramp to really high numbers. I hope with COVID, I would hope you're digital with COVID, but all right. So I think here's where maybe some of the pain will be is trying to get to that ramp. Ramping is really hard. Getting up to a certain ramp rate is pretty difficult. You have to have a very solid plan on how to get there. So this, if they see struggles with trying to meet manufacturing rates, then you could see some pain in their stock. An impact of improper ramping would be things like reduced quality. So you might see a lot more issues come up with their product. It's all speculation for me right now, so I'm not saying that they're going to have this problem. It's just something to look out for. All right, so I mean, this last part's going to be a lot of financial stuff. I'm probably not going to go too much into it. And then here's their transaction overview, which is actually out of date. There's a video by Meet Kevin that kind of explains this, so you can go over there and check that out. All right, so there you go. I mean, nothing too crazy or significant that I could see from those charts. My opinion hasn't changed much on CCIV. It's a interesting company. It's one to keep track of, and it could blossom into a strong number 2 competitor, especially based in the United States. That'd be a really nice investing opportunity. I would really have to see a lot more out of Lucid to make me believe that they're a good competitor to Tesla. Well, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment, as well as subscribe. I hope the video gave you some good perspective and some value. Looking forward to seeing you back on the channel, and have a great day.